More than 81% of women are not happy with their body, don't feel good about the way they look, and more than 81% of women can easily cancel on events like, last minute simply because they don't feel good. You're the hot babe, hot as in not hot like, outside. You are confident, you're a female leader, you're empowered, right? You're a badass. It does not matter what shape and size you have right now. So that's when I realized that it's not about changing your body. It's not about changing your physical appearance, right? The result is 10 times. So basically the physical training and the mindset training combined together, actually that is the secret.
For the future generation, we are going to do a big deal of favor.
I have traveled to more than 20 countries across 4 continents in the world.
Hello everybody, welcome to S4 Series, the strongest women of world, a global talk show where we celebrate strength and achievements of women from all over the world. Women are achieving extraordinary feats in everything that they choose to pursue. It is time to bring such inspirational stories out in the world so that many more women and girls will choose to find their strength and achieve whatever they wish. Simply put, this show brings the best women in the world to inspire the rest of the women in the world. I mean, bear in mind, this entire show is non-scripted, simply heart to heart.
And today's guest is an amazing body confidence expert from Canada. She made her passion into vision into a business, helping exclusively women gain confidence in body and mind so that they can live a healthy and happy life. She proved time and again with several women clients, when you have become body confident inside out, you become a success magnet in every area of your life. She received Freedom Lifestyle Creator of the Year award in 2019, Leader of the Year runner-up in 2020 from I Am Creator. Help me to welcome Jing Fang, founder of Authentic Energy. Hi Jing, how are you doing?
Hi Raj, oh my God, thank you so much for having me on the show. And just now I was listening to your intro. I was like, oh my God, getting goosebumps. Like, I can't believe I'm here. It just feels so surreal that we met last year, both at Wealth Yogi, and now we're both here. You're running your show, I'm running my own thing. So this is really surreal. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm doing fantastic. And those of you who didn't know, I call Raj Godfather. But tell everybody later what's the origin of that Godfather name, if you still remember that.
Yeah, it's going to be you. But yeah, I also want to thank you, Jing, for being part of this show and contributing to the audience. And I just want to ask one of the most very important questions: why or how the body is connected to, or body confidence is connected to the other areas of life?
Oh, yeah. So it's my pleasure, firstly, to be here. So body confidence is so important. And when I'm speaking about body confidence, although I'm working with women, but also it means a lot for men as well, right? So in my coaching, right, when I guide the girls, I tell them that you're not just here to work on your body. Although we know that, I don't know if a lot of people know about this, the statistics have shown that worldwide, more than 81% of women are not happy with their body, don't feel good about the way they look, and more than 81% of women can easily cancel on events like, last minute simply because they don't feel good. They don't feel like, they look good enough in the dress or whatever, right? So that is, if you look at the statistics, it's a very worldwide common phenomenon that, women are not comfortable. They're not, confident with their body image, right? So where does it stem from? And when I'm actually with my community, I tell them that, the way that you feel about your body is simply a reflection of your belief in yourself. It's a reflection of how you see yourself on the inside, right? So the confidence that you have for whether it's your physique or your social life or like finance or other areas in your life, right? All of them actually come from yourself, come from your self-development, come from how authentic you are with yourself, how true you are with yourself. So That is why when we speak of body confidence, why do people need it? Why do women, especially women, more than 81% of women need it? And I don't know what's the percentage of men worldwide who are, conscious of body image, right? So think about this. The whole world needs body confidence because you need to work on your self-confidence, okay? And when your self-confidence grows, and this is when your physical confidence, okay, your spiritual, your mental confidence can also grow as well. Okay, it all starts from the inside. Actually, let me rephrase it. It starts from the mental, okay, the mental strength, the inside, and then it expands outwards. Yeah. So I hope that actually answered your question.
Yeah, definitely. This is so much more important because though people won't really so much, think about the whole thing that you said, it is subconsciously very much, into everyone's mind saying that, oh my God, I should look good. And I was there for a very long time. I used to really look for all the top Italian brands when I was going for a meeting with the director, and then even for the shoes.
Oh, right.
And, there was a program for 15 years, celebration of my company. I have set up a separate budget, and then I had a personal trainer because I wanted to look fit. So
presentable.
Presentable. So you can understand the kind of consciousness I had at that time, not just for one thing, but almost everything. But as you said, maybe I think we don't need to put, focus on everything, but body confidence alone can really present ourselves in a different manner. But let me ask you, what was the inspiration behind it? Is there anything in your past that inspired you to really, go forward and do this?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So basically how I came up with this program was that I actually spent about 6 years working as a health and fitness coach, right? Just focusing on purely giving people the body transformation, right? Just like what the diet culture does, what I call the diet culture, the weight loss industry, the health and fitness industry, that's essentially what they're busy doing. Just giving everybody that weight loss, giving everybody the bikini body they want to have. Now it's getting warmer. We're approaching summer. Everybody's busy trying to craft that, beach body, right? So I spent almost 6 years doing that, just purely focusing on giving the clients the workout routine and the diet program, the nutrition programs, so that they can lose XYZ amount of weight. Okay, so I did that for quite some time. And what I have noticed during the whole process of helping the clients, especially women, I help men and women, but I found that with a lot of women, the problem was that even after they got the results, they successfully lost the weight, they have got themselves a new body. We did a lot of before after photos, right? So, a lot of people love it, before after. But what I found is that a lot of them still don't have the confidence, even after they've lost the weight. Because a lot of people would think that, you're a lot more confident after you got your dream body, right? After you can put on the bikini and have the flat tummy and you name it. But what I found with a lot of women, 90% of them are still super self-conscious. Still so self-conscious that they're still not enough. I haven't lost enough weight, or, I'm afraid to talk to this person that I'm into. And they're just very self-conscious and insecure. Self-conscious and very insecure in so many ways. So I actually realized that, I think for a lot of these people, weight loss is not really the answer to basically resolve whatever relationship problems they have, self-confidence issues, self-esteem issues they have. They instinctively think that, if I change my body, I may actually start feeling better about myself. I may, get revenge on my ex, for example. A lot of the girls, me and the girls from the past used to call it, let's get you a revenge body so that your ex will regret dumping you, right? So a lot of times when that happened, after they got the revenge body, they didn't feel any better. They're nah, I don't care about it anymore, but I'm still feeling like I'm not good enough to go out and date again. In every way you can name it, the girls still don't feel good enough about themselves. So that's when I realized that it's not about changing your body. It's not about changing your physical appearance. And not just these girls I've worked with, I've also got friends that I've encountered tons and tons of like aesthetically beautiful women, like models, actresses, performers, you know, like they have the conventionally beautiful outlook, but on the inside, as human beings, they're feeling very fragile. They're feeling very insecure. A lot of you can see a lot, right? So it just occurred to me that it's not about how hot you look. It's not about what kind of model body you have. It is about how you really truly feel about yourself on the inside. What do you believe in yourself, right? If you believe that you're a badass, I hope I can say ass on your show. Okay, I will not swear. Okay, normally I do drop F-bombs here and there, but today I will not. I respect the cleanliness of your show. So those of you who want to hear me swear, just, contact me later. But yeah, so, if you believe that you are you're the hot babe, hot as in not hot like, outside, you are confident, you're a female leader, you're empowered, right? You're a badass. It does not matter what shape and size you have right now, right? So that badassness, that badass attitude, like they always say that attitude is everything, right? I believe you also have spoken about it on your Mindset Simplified show. Attitude, when that attitude really, radiates, that badass attitude radiates, it would actually basically create, it creates a little reality distortion. Okay, so this is the magic. It creates that reality distortion so that everybody will look at you and go, oh my God, she's attractive. He's amazing. He's charismatic. I want to get to know her. I want to get to know him. Regardless of what bikini you wear, what hot dress you're wearing, what Italian suit that you're wearing, right? Right. So the inside, I know like this may sound cheesy or very, what's the word? A lot of people have heard about it before that, it's all about the inside. Yeah, beauty is from the inside. But how many people are actually doing this? How many people are actually, investing their time, investing their energy in actually working on their personal growth to grow the inside? Right? Most people just hear it as a theory and then understand it, but most people actually subconsciously still choose to believe in the beauty from the outside. You look at how, the weight loss industry and beauty industry, look how much money they're making. It's a $1 billion industry. Like, I'm not kidding you, right? Because there's that demand, right? So this is basically how I decided to, the real work, the real transformation I want to give to women, especially women, is not just a body transformation. I decided to take on the whole body transformation, health transformation from a different angle, adding in lots of mindset training and adding lots of that self-empowerment to tell them that, we're working on your health, we're working on your weight, but we're taking on that self-care angle. Okay, we're doing that for self-care. We're doing that for your health reason. We're not doing it for aesthetics goals. We're not doing it for you to meet a certain beauty standard. We're doing it for your own sake. Okay, but also at the same time, I want to be able for you to find your authentic self. And and then you realize my brand is authentic energy, right? So I want every woman to have their own authentic energy so that they can rock and then they can succeed in their own field. And they no longer have to be like saying that I'm not good enough, I haven't lost enough weight, I need to change my wardrobe, I need to change something about my outlook so that I can be a better person. I want them no longer say that. So I hope that answered your question.
Yeah,
give you a little bit of background story. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's actually rather inspirational, Jing, as I can actually understand from what you have seen, a problem, but the existing solution was not really addressing the actual problem. You created a solution around it. But let me ask, now out there, literally, it's an industry that you spoke about, be it in models or be it in movie industry or anywhere, but still I see people are still so much focused on the aesthetics and the external one. How do you actually kind of mold them to get into the inside out? Because inside out is a known thing. It's not that it is not known, but people are really so much resisting and the focus is always on the external. So how do you actually kind of help them to get into the, the mindset thing?
Right. So I haven't actually doing the coaching work with actresses or singers, actually models. I've done research with the models, but with the my clients and also the existing community that I have worked with, right? How I basically get them to change their mindset and mold it into a different, I guess that's what you're asking, right? How to take them out of the box, right? Taking them out of that box. The box, we can call it the what is it? To quote Vishen Lakhiani from Mind Valley, he always calls, what the rules that we have to follow in society, the B rules.
I know this.
Can I say that word? Right? You know that, right?
It's all right, yeah.
Rules, right? Yeah, exactly. I love that. So bruised, right?
Yeah.
So he said these are like rules. So how do we take them out of the rules into their own rules? This actually requires a process, and it's just like flipping a switch, right? A lot of people think that it's like a hypnosis or some kind of like magical meditation that you have to do. Then after like a quick 10 minutes, I can just flick the switch and then boom. Okay, I don't have that kind of magic. Maybe some people out there, they have that hypnosis magic, but I that's not the way I do it. So what I do with my ladies is that I do have a five-step basically procedure where I take them, through the weeks. That is why my coaching is 7 weeks, right? And every week we have a different focus, but between each weeks, they're all interconnected, so that the week from last week can actually impact the progress for this week, and then this week your work would actually link you into your work for the next week, right? So I have that 5-step progress to get everyone to start to basically reprogram the mind. It all starts from reprogramming the mind. Okay, everything starts from here, and also from here we get everybody to go out to their life and really practice it and really start to inquire. So the process of inquiring everything in your life, inquiring your beliefs, inquiring a lot of thoughts on your mind, inquiring some of the things that you say to yourself, whether it's self-criticism or comparison or whatever that you say to yourself, which makes you feel like you gotta work harder to get to, in terms of body, right, to get to a certain stage, or also inquiring, the things that have been said from other people, right? Like opinions or comments from family or friends about your body or just about your abilities. So the whole process of inquiring, managing, and reprogramming. So we do different stages of actually mindset management. We can call it like mindset management. Or, another word I really love that I learned from another mentor of mine is like doing a renovation. Imagine your mind is like a house. You have to constantly upgrade it, but also, there are times you have to do a whole renovation, or maybe at times you need to have a facelift, just for the mind, like a house, right? So we're doing like a total renovation, tear down the wallpapers and change furniture, repaint. So you can imagine, I'm a very visual person. I have a design background. So yes, everybody has some kind of like engineer or computer science or whatever background that has nothing to do with what they're doing right now, right? Same as me. So I have an architecture design background. So that's why when it comes to a lot of, metaphors, I use like design architecture as a very visual analogy here. Yes.
Yeah.
So this part is really important, that we go through a lot of the mind renovation here, and together with practical exercises. So not only that when I'm doing the coaching with them, they get to experience that shift, but also in their own time, they gotta do my homework, right? They have to do the homework in order to really put it into practice. So this part is the important part where, the students will start to experience the shift, but also I combine it with the physical. So the physical, by which I mean, I do body work with everybody. Body work is actually very, very important. And when I do body work with everybody, it's actually not for the purpose of, you burn calories, you tone up your body, you burn some fat. In the past, when I was focusing on body transformation, that was really purely the reason. Okay, and of course, having fun. But what I really love about the body work, especially the body work I get to do with the girls, like live on Zoom, is the fact that we come together as a community. And when women come together as a circle, as a community, we somehow naturally create this You can call it like a nourishment for the soul. When you have that social connection, when you create that tribe, that trusting circle with one another, when you listen to one another, when you move your body together, you're uplifting each other, and you're through the action, through the physical actions. Not only that, your body is creating happy hormones and it changes the chemicals in your body. You become happier and more positive. But also when you're doing it with other beautiful souls, the impact is 10 times. When you see other people getting transformed, you're doing it at the same time in the same space, right? The result is 10 times. So basically the physical training and the mindset training combined together, actually that is the secret. You can call it the magic formula for basically taking people out of the bullshit rules. Oops, sorry. Yes, out of the bullshit rules and out of the what's the word, societal expectations and the conventional beauty standards into their own space, into their own authenticity.
Jing, this is really very, very deep, and you're really solving many, women's problem there. All those women or girls, whether you're looking for, a bikini kind of a body, or you're looking for a result to get close to your marriage, but if you want the results to be permanent and you really want to convert that body into the confidence, make sure to share, make sure to click the links. Probably I'll share with the description. Make sure to share, contact Jing.
Thank you.
This is really amazing work. Now I understood you're really working on both physical front as well as all the psychological fronts. But something was grabbing my attention since, I started the call. What is on, behind you? I can see be bold, be brave, be kind.
Oh yes, that's my little motto there, right? Yes. So this is actually, I didn't paint it. I found it at a shop. It was on sale and I spotted it. I'm like, it's so beautiful. Like, firstly, it is really the visual. It's just on a small canvas and the writing is in gold. Like the visual, the beautiful colors, and of course the quote caught my attention. I was just like, this is really amazing. And it is a reminder, like most importantly, it is a reminder to myself every day that this is my temporary office space. COVID, working from home, so this is my temporary office space. That this is a reminder to myself every day that however I show up, I need to be my authentic self. I need to be bold, be brave, and be kind. A lot of times when we're talking about, especially in the 21st century, when we're talking to everyone, we're like, you gotta be brave, you gotta be like hustling, you're gonna be whatever. I feel like there's a lot of times there's too much energy on the aggressive front, right? On that active, aggressive aspect of life. But, because I am Chinese, so I believe in the yin yang balance, right? You being Indian, you believe in the balance too, right?
Yes.
So, like Hatha yoga, the moon and the sun, the sun and the moon being in balance. And I feel that, this is beautiful because it's talking about while you're being bold and brave, being like, who run the world, girls? Yeah, but we also have to be kind, right? Be a gentle warrior so that we have the gentle gracefulness, the softness, but also at the same time, when the situation needs it, when the situation calls it, we can be there and fight. Right? Yeah. So we're geared with both, the kindness and the braveness, and be bold, don't be afraid, just be yourself. And I tell my girls to be bold as well. I tell them to go live on Facebook and do things that may surprise you. Don't think too much about what other people think, because if you always put your energy in what other people think about you, then, you're actually not doing yourself a service, because, your energy is diverted into other people's BS.
I think there you made a very important point, Jing. Especially it happens a lot with the women. Whether you like it or not, many of the women generally choose to become part of someone else's plan. But as I see it, even right from your own company's name, to do things that you're doing for women, how do they actually kind of, put themselves saying that, no, I don't want to become somebody else's plan. Even if I become, I will still be my authentic self. I mean, what kind of mindset they should carry to have that kind of balance, Jing?
This is a really, really good one, and it's also one of the big lessons that I teach in my coaching as well. Is basically we do spend a couple weeks actually with the girls, teaching them how not to care about what other people think, right? So this itself can be a workshop already. How to drop other people's like comments and things, and like you said that a lot of times from every culture, I believe, women become other people's plans, right? They fall into other people's rules and plans. That is because, okay, firstly, from my experience, observation, firstly, they don't believe in themselves enough, right? They maybe semi-believe in themselves. They believe in themselves, but they still have a second guess. So firstly, their self-belief is not firm, it's not strong enough. That is why when other people say something, they'll be like, oh, okay, maybe they're right. Maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that, right? So firstly, the lack of self-belief, the lack of strong self-belief. That is one thing. And then the second thing is women and men too, but women too, just care too much about what other people think. Like if I don't go to college, for example, if I don't do what my mother says, what will happen to me? Oh, if I marry this person, what will other people think about me? Right? Like I don't follow the traditions and that. So women give too much, about too much. I just beep it. I don't want to swear. Just women care too much about what other people think. Right? So a lot of times also as a form of self-protection, as a protective mechanism, survival, also as an act of survival instinct that we choose the safe route, right? Safe route meaning, okay, what would people usually do? What do people expect from me? So choose the safe route. Safe route meaning that, okay, despite my own passion and my own desire, okay, I'll go to the college, for example. This is an example, okay. I'll go to college because my parents want me to. If I disobey them, then big trouble. My life will be like very challenging, So to be safe, just shut up and then do what my parents want me to do or what my spouse want me to do. Just shut up and follow that so that I can survive nice and safe. And then you can see in this whole process of firstly not having your own belief, and then secondly care too much about what other people think while trying to survive, you are actually losing your authenticity. You're losing your authentic energy, and we just become just another, like, I don't know, a vanilla, right? Just another vanilla personality or a people pleaser. That's a big one. We just become a people pleaser. Okay, say yes to other people's plans, other people's rules. So one thing that I would love everybody that are here listening to this to take away from this, obviously we don't have enough time to show you all the teachings that I can teach everybody about how not to care about what other people think. There are steps and there are practices that you can do. But the important thing you can take away from here, and of course, Raj, you can also put a quote on the screen, is, I didn't say this, but our amazing, what's his title? Like a personal success philosopher, Wayne Dyer. We all know Wayne Dyer, right? Wayne Dyer said this: what other people think about you is none of your business. All right, just think about that. What other people say about you, what other people think about you is actually none of your business. You stay in your lane, put the blindfold on, and focus on what you have to do. And just on top of what that quote is saying, other people's, what they say about you is none of your business, is that you guys have to be okay with the fact that people are always going to be wrong about you. That people are always going to be wrong about you. Why? Because they're not you. They don't know the full story about who you are as a person, right? They may go and point fingers at you and judge you due to their own insecurity, due to their own like resentment or whatever crap they carry inside, right? So whatever comment that they say about you is a projection of themselves. Okay, so whatever they say is none of your business. And you, if you care too much about what other people say, you're only doing yourself a disservice. You're costing yourself a lot of happiness, freedom, what else, your future, and also, maybe the potential of you changing the world. Just think about that, right? If you follow other people's rules, what is it costing you? Just think about that. I think these two things are already
Yeah.
enough for a lot of people to really reflect, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think these are really, really deep points people should really ask themselves. I think the quote itself is very clear. Keep thinking about others' opinions, you will only live in a different person's world, which you don't belong and which you can never be happy naturally, right? So, I mean, I can only say one thing to the audience is make sure actually, kind of put yourself in the quote and ask yourself, am I really kind of living in someone else's expectations or someone else's world? And otherwise, what I can say is, Jing, you are actually pure reflection of everything that you said. The way that you're really kind of working on yourself.
Thank you.
And also you helping a lot of women out there whom you really don't want them to go through the, painful journey. I can say one thing that thank you so much for being part of this amazing show. And, your time is really, really highly appreciated. And audience, if you have not yet liked, make sure to like and subscribe and share with every single person out there where this message can make an impact. But if you want to really go out there and understand this and go deep into it and get, kind of get into that level of confidence, but this offer is only for women, go and click the link that I'm going to share in the description of this video about the Jing. There are certain free courses or anything. You just go there and approach and build your confidence. The world is for you to really, enjoy with your confidence. Any last words, Jing, before we conclude this conversation?
Well, thank you so much, Rajesh, for having me on the show. And I've been having a great time hanging out with you, bouncing ideas. It's really a great pleasure, and you're doing amazing stuff to impact the world and bring mindset, simplified and a lot more easy to understand to the world out there. Keep doing what you're doing, and always love your energy, love what you're doing. So I really look forward to, doing something with you one day. Maybe we can do something in India or some parts of Asia, right? Some kind of workshops. I think that'll be really amazing, right? Like you said, a lot of people all around the world, needs that kind of change, the confidence, body confidence change. So I'm definitely, would be open to opening up a men's segment, right? Body confidence for men, sometime in the near future, because I have been approached by a lot of men about it. Like, can you do something for us men? Why you're only working with women? And so I said to him, okay, just be patient and wait for it. There will be a divine timing for that. And finally, I just want to say to you and to everybody that, all of you guys are powerful, you're divine, and you are making a lot of impact already in this world. And, if you guys want to make more impact for your world, your family, and the world that's around you, all you have to do is just to be a little more truer to yourself and think about what is the percentage of your authenticity right now. Are you showing up every day as the 100% version of who you are? Or are you kind of holding back a little bit? Are you 80%? Are you 60%? Where is that 40%? Where is that 20%? Why are you hiding it? Why are you hiding it? Right? So this is something that I want everyone to maybe, write it down or tell Raj, after the show, right? What is the answer, right? And if you do want to kind of like have a buddy to speak about it, feel free to reach out to Raj or to me and speak about it. And perhaps, if the demand is high enough, we could have a part 2 of this.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good idea
Right?
too. I think what I would ask audience is leave a comment below if you have any specific questions on where you want to start, how you can start, how you want to really kind of look into the other people. See, if you don't ask anything, you don't get anything. But if you ask something, there is definitely a possibility to get. So I will leave it to you guys to make sure to, leave a comment. What is that 100%, 80% or 60%? And where is the rest hiding, just like Jing said? But otherwise, I want to say next week, I'm going to see you with another amazing mindset expert and the successful people from across the world. But for this episode, me and Jing, we say thank you so much and bye-bye.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.